Oh, hey, so I heard you're looking for gifts for somebody who's into cars, car enthusiast. This might be a Father's Day gift. This might be a Christmas present. This might be a birthday gift, birthday present for a car enthusiast. Anything like that. Well, I am here to help you. So, here's the easiest way that I did things. I know there's thousands of options out there for gifts, for presents, for car enthusiasts. So what I did is I broke it down into 5 different groups, 5 different groups of car people. And in those groups, I gave you 2 options per group, boom, 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 for a total of 10. And then I have a very special one there at the end that is guaranteed perfection, fail safe. It'll work every time. Okay. So the first group that we're going to start with is going to be the readers. So if the car enthusiast that you're shopping for is a reader, one of the best options that I could give you is going to be, book is just going to be plainly called Car. And this is a fantastic book. I have this book personally. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through and kind of tell you the history of different cars. And it's going to break down. You're going to have different companies. You're going to have different countries. They're going to kind of break down and show you different cars. I've been into cars for quite a while, decades. And there are still cars that I had no idea even existed in this book. I think this is a fantastic book. And I think this should definitely be the #1 option for a reader who is into cars. The second option that I would look at for a reader who's into cars would be their specific car that they like, the history of that car in a book. And what I'm talking about is like a book focused on Mustangs or Zs or something like that. And I got one of these books focused on the Nissan Z car, which I love. I think they're beautiful. And my sister gave it to me and I loved it. It's fantastic. I love it. If somebody's even into the specific car that they've talked to you about, get the book. They will love you forever. I think it is a fantastic idea. Okay, the next person is going to be the builder. So this is going to be a little tricky because in this situation, if somebody is building a car, restoring a car, something like that, they know what specific parts they need. And in that case, one of the options, I know it's not very sexy, would be a eBay Motors gift card. And I think that's one of the easiest ways of doing it. I know it doesn't seem very exciting to you, but if you were to give them a gift card, then I know them because I'm one of them. I know that they'd be looking at that gift card for that amount, thinking, okay, with this money I just got, I can put that towards this manifold I need or towards this intake I need or whatever. I know they know what they want, especially if they're a builder, and they can use that gift card for that purchase, and they'll remember you whenever they look at that part, which is going to be quite often. Another one, and this is kind of an old school one, so it's kind of interesting to go both ways. You're going to have the high-tech, online gift card, and then for the low-tech way, I'd say looking at getting them a Haynes repair manual. And once again, this might not seem very exciting to you at all, but this is going to be a very trusted company who does repair manuals. Like, that's what they do. Once again, it doesn't sound very exciting, but they're going to have pictures breaking down how to change each specific part in that specific car. So you need to know what car they have exactly, and that little repair manual is going to help them get through problems in case they don't want to ask for help. They will have that book to then help them, and they'll be good to go. And they will love you whenever they have to use that manual. Okay, the next group is going to be the gamers. And this one is exciting because you have 2 different camps for when it comes to automotive enthusiasts with games. You're going to have one side which is going to be the Forza side, and this is going to be the more relaxed gamer. Forza itself is going to be more kind of open world, relaxed, kind of play around, have fun type of thing. They do have races in it and stuff like that, but it's going to be more of a relaxed situation. Whereas if you go towards the Gran Turismo side, that's going to be very technical. You're going to be changing tire pressures, you're going to be changing brake biases, you're going to be shifting weight around the car. It's going to be very technical. It's fun if they're into that. If they're into the more technical, nitty-gritty details of it, I'd go with that Gran Turismo. Whereas if they're just there to play around, have fun, I would go with the Forza. Okay? So those are both lumped into one, those games. The other gift you can give them is going to be the wheel and the pedals and the shifter combo in the kit. So this is going to be very fun for them. They're going to have to find a little table to kind of clamp these things on, but it's going to bring it into like a more of a simulation type of setup, type of situation. And if they're going to be using, Gran Turismo or an even more in-depth video game we won't really talk about right now, but a more in-depth game, they would love to have, that wheel and the pedals and the shifter. And even for Forza, it's fun to use. But I think that'd be something that they would love, especially if they're gamers, car enthusiasts, going with a game, one of the two, or the steering wheel if they already have a game. They would love it. I think that is going to be a fantastic option for you. The next one is going to be for people who enjoy displaying things with cars. Okay. So this one, you need to also know what car they like specifically or what car they have specifically. And that is very important because you can get them, like a little die-cast model of a car. I suggest going bigger than like a Hot Wheels car. Go like a 1/16 or like a 1/32 size model car for them. If it's something that they love, they're going to love it. I guarantee you. I know it sounds kind of weird, kind of like the stuff we talked about earlier, but if they're into Fox Body Mustangs, if they're into Fox Body Mustangs, and if you get them a little car that's their exact color, if you can, that'd be fantastic. Their exact color, or it has to be their generation, and you give them a little version of that car, they will absolutely love it. They'll cherish that thing. I have seen even people who have, the smaller cars. I know I told you not to get a small one, but if you can find one that is exactly the same as what they have, I've seen a lot of people put like 3M sticky tape on their dash and then put the car on top inside their real car to have the small model car of their real car. I think that's a lot of fun. They would love that. Another thing that's really cool that I've seen on Amazon is a poster of their car they like, but it's going to be the whole generation family tree type of thing. The whole generation's lined up. So if it's going to be Camaros, it's going to be from the very beginning down to the most recent version of it. And it's going to be all of them, like all their taillights or all their headlights or anything like that. Or they also have some that are going to be from the profile view. I've seen it with Camaros, I've seen it with Skylines, I've seen it with Corvettes, I've seen it with any sort of car that is popular or any sort of car that people, enjoy. You can look and you can find a version of that in that poster. And I've almost bought one of those for myself. Multiple times. I've been so close multiple times to buying myself a Skyline version of it that has all the Skyline rear ends lined up, each generation, boop, 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 and it's kind of fun to see them progress as time goes by. So I think that's pretty cool. Personally, I love that one. Another one is going to be not anal retentive. How do I say a person who's very meticulous in cleaning their car? That's what we'll say. A person who's very, very meticulous in cleaning their car. You can get them a nice little cleaning kit, but if you get the cleaning kit, I'll list one right here on the screen. The cleaning kit has to have those little brushes in it, okay? That's very important because there are a bunch of little crevices in there that if somebody is detail-oriented, they are going to know that they can't get those little crumbs out of those cracks. And if you give them a brush to help remove those crumbs from those cracks, you're going to be their most favorite person in the whole world. If you can help them clean their car to an extent that they couldn't before with these new tools, they're going to love it. And also, as I'm showing you a picture on the screen right now, make sure you get a kit that has some sort of container with it. Okay, so whether it be some sort of like zip close type of thing, or if they don't have anything like that, buy them a little cheap container, because they will love to keep everything as it is in the same box, keep everything together. Because those types of things with all those little cleaning kits and whatnot, if you don't have them in the same box, they will get lost. They'll get lost around the garage. They'll get lost inside the car. Just give them a box to put things in, and they will be pretty stoked. The last one on here, not before the bonus, but the last one we have here is going to be a California feather duster. I'm not sure if you've heard about these or if you've seen them, but if they're a car enthusiast who's focusing on cleaning their cars, they have seen these. And they know what they are. So it's going to be a big, huge feather duster. It's going to be probably the length of, from your elbow to your tip of your fingers. That's going to be massive. It's a bunch of little danglies on it. And it does a fantastic job at picking up dust. I haven't seen a duster to do as good of a job as this does. It is amazing. It's got the long fingers to kind of get into some of those crevices that your little brush you bought them hasn't been able to get. But I have been amazed that just one or two swipes over your dash will clean that dash up lickety split. And I have one in my car in my passenger seat right now that you can take out and just hurry and go boop, 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 boop. Cleans everything. picks everything up, the dust. I don't know how it does it. I don't know what's going on with this thing, some sort of voodoo witchcraft, but it doesn't leave an oily residue, but yet it still picks up all the dust. I don't know how it does it, but if you don't have one for them yet, pick it up. They will love you. It's a fantastic gift. Okay. Now here is the bonus one. The bonus option, the best option, the 100% fail-safe option. Okay. What it's going to be is, if you are living with this person, this car enthusiast person, and if they're anything like me, then they have been talking your ear off about certain things, and you are sick and tired of hearing about these certain things, these certain parts that they need, or the certain parts that they want, or this and that and this and that. Well, the last option, not very sexy to you, not very exciting to you, but to them, if you say, hey, what was that one part you were telling me about? And they're like, oh, it's this new exhaust manifold I need to get because I'm switching over to turbo. If you say, okay, for Father's Day, whatever, for Christmas, I will buy that for you. Pull it up right now and let's buy it. They will lose their mind. You'll be their most favorite person until they die. It is fantastic. And that way they get exactly what they want. That way, I know it's not very exciting for you if you're more of a surprise person, but with them getting exactly what they want and you trying to find a present for a car enthusiast and you get exactly what they want, everybody wins. Okay? So think about that as an option. Just flat out saying, what is it? I know you've been talking about your off about it. Specifically, what is it? Pull it up on their phone. Show me. Well, yes, have them show you on their phone. Pull it up and then just say, okay, let's buy it. And their mouth will be wide open. Their jaw will hit the floor. And you'll be their most favorite person in the whole world. So give it a shot. That's kind of what I've got for you so far. Okay, I got those 10 options, and I've got that one bonus option, the fail-safe option. So I'm going to leave all the links in the description below. Those links do help out the channel, so even if you think you might be getting something or not, go ahead and click on that link and see if that's something that you want to get. Those links will help the channel grow. It's just a little baby channel right now, so I could use the help. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the description below what you've got for somebody that I missed. I know I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, there's thousands of different options for gifts for car enthusiasts. Let me know down in the comments below what you got that I missed, that your significant other or whoever you got it for loved it. Just let me know. Leave a like if this helped you, and thanks again.